Hey guys, welcome to Leveling Up with TNT. I am Tasha, Miss TNT herself, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Phil
Mr.
Steward.
Phil Steward.
And he is, listen, guys, he is amazing. Not only, like, I almost want him to share his own story. He's a musician, he is an actor, he has his own company, business owner. So, the purpose of my show is all about leveling up. How do you level up, especially in today's time where everything seems to be going left, crazy, up looks down, down looks up. So we are trying to figure out how to navigate in this crazy world and how to still have hope. So, Mr. Phil Stewart,
Yes,
can you
yes.
please share with us? Tell us about your background. How did you really get started?
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. First of all, I'm excited to be one of your first interviews.
Yes.
So I have two lives really. I have a professional life as a website designer, which I've been doing for I don't know since 2007 when I incorporated. I have an office right here in this location, and we're based in New Jersey, and we do websites. Yeah.
Jersey. Okay.
So we do websites for small businesses, 1 to 20 employees. That's what we do. That's what pays the bills. That's what we love to do.
All
Use our
right.
creativity and technical ability to help people out and look good on the web. So that's what our professional life. Then, as a creative, I'm a musician, an actor, and a model. So I've done music for about 20 years. I've been playing piano, keyboard, organ at church, and I'm a professional. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just wonderful. It's very fulfilling. And then as an actor, so much going on with that.
So what have you actually been in since you just said
Mhm.
acting? Like
Yeah,
that's when people say acting, it could have just been a little role here. We gonna
yeah.
see you walk by. Like what kind of acting have you really
So
done?
I have been a principal actor in a couple movies and a couple web series. So the movie I was in most recently is called Lion's Dawn.
Okay.
I played the mercenary, so I had a gun and everything. I had to
Uh
punch a guy. I had to get
oh.
slapped. I
Ooh.
had to rough a guy up.
I have to look
So
that up.
Lion's Dawn.
Lions Dawn,
Yeah,
y'all.
you can find me my IMDb page has a lot of stuff that I've done. But
I mean, he
that's the most
official
recent one.
IMDb,
Yeah, that's the most
Internet
recent.
Movie Database. That's what it means. If you don't know.
Yeah, it's tremendous fun too. Just being out there, with other people. Everybody's professional. We make it look real on camera, but I didn't actually get slapped. But in the trailer, you'll see me get slapped. But it's super fun. You have to do it a lot of times. You gotta be professional and remember your lines, and you have to be on time. There's so much going into it, to be a successful actor. But that's the most recent. But I've also been in another movie called Sisters, where I
Okay.
played the main character's boss. So I had a couple
Okay.
lines there, and then a host of TV shows I've been involved. And then as far as web series, I was most recently on a show called Kiki, which is really great. 5 episodes. It's on
Okay.
YouTube. You can find it,
All right. That sounds
and a
amazing.
whole bunch more.
So how do you balance work life balance then?
Yeah,
Because that's a lot. You're
it
not
is.
only running a whole business and you do that on your own.
Yeah.
So this is a self-run business. He has
Hmm.
his own office and everything.
Yeah.
But for you, I believe we talked a little bit before. You're a musician in your church.
Hmm.
So when do you find the time to do that, and how do you balance it all?
Well, because I'm an entrepreneur, I have a lot of free time. So I work for myself. I don't have a boss. I don't clock in, so I can work in the evenings if I have a acting gig in the daytime,
Okay.
on the weekends or what have you. I'm pretty efficient. So I've been doing it for a long time, so I can do
Okay.
stuff pretty quickly, um, and that's how I do it. I'm very aggressive, so I do a lot as well. So you take the good with the bad. You can't have a thin skin. You have to have a thick skin in this business. You
A
got to be
thick
ready.
skin.
You have to be ready for criticism. You got to be
Okay.
willing to take it because they'll tell you you're doing it wrong, or you have too much energy, or not enough energy, or you're not believable, you're blinking too much. They have all kinds of direction, and you got
Okay.
to be ready and willing to take that criticism. But I just work hard, and I don't.
You need your rest. You got
I
to get your
do.
rest.
I mean, it catches up with me, but for the most part, I don't really sleep a whole lot. Um, but that's how it is.
Okay, so if you were to give your younger self
Mm,
advice
yeah.
right
What
now,
age? I'm
10,
47, so
so 10 years old, your
10
10
years
year
old.
old
Yes.
self. So
Okay.
this is preteen, realizing we think we know everything.
Yeah.
So age 10, what would you
Right.
say if you was to give your 10-year-old self advice?
When I was 10, I was chubby, so I would say get in the gym. Stop playing around. No, I would tell myself to get into acting because that I did it. I started at 44. I'm actually
Okay.
46. I turned 47 this year,
Okay.
um, but it's been the most rewarding of all the careers that I've had. the excitement, the recognition of all my jobs. I have a lot of jobs.
Okay.
I have a problem with authority, so that's why I've been laid off 3 times.
I can
I started my
relate.
business in 2007 and just didn't look back. But yeah, I would tell myself to get into acting. It's tremendous. Uh, it's a lifelong career. You don't have to be young. You don't have to be old. You can start at 44. You can start at 9. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And you just meet so many great people just because I met you. I mean, him, Marcus, my buddy, tons and tons of people. I have a lot of actor friends out there, and we just we gelled almost immediately.
Okay.
So I would definitely tell them that.
I love that you mentioned that because that's kind of the point of All About Leveling Up with TNT. Yeah. Because you said you would have went straight into what your passion is. Mm-hmm. And that is really the purpose of this is how do we move away from the check boxes of we went to school and got a job and, we did the list and then you're still not fulfilled. So like he just said, he would go after his passion. If he was to start all over, he would tell his younger self, just go after and do what you love. And that's the main point. Yeah. So do you feel like your relationships, and whether your childhood friends or even, did you go to college? Let me ask that. Where did you go to college?
North Carolina A&T State University.
And what did you get a degree in?
Electrical engineering.
Oh, do it sound like he in his field at all? Wait,
I took this circuitous route.
Wait. I should have asked that a long time ago. Yeah. Where does having an ad company to do websites and an acting career fit with electrical engineering? Have you done anything with that degree?
No.
Wow. That is listen, so this is to my point. Guys, if you have the opportunity to figure out what you love and stop comparing yourself to other people they're better. Oh, I wish I could do that. Then if it's something in your heart and it's meant for you, do it. Because like he just said, he has a whole electrical engineering degree, and that is something to aspire to, but he clearly wasn't fulfilled by it because he did zero with the degree, and yet he's happy. Would you consider yourself happy?
Super.
He takes control of his schedule. He doesn't have that typical 9 to 5, where he's got work-life balance because he manages his own schedule. So I'm not saying a business is for everybody, but this is why when you, and I find it interesting that you said in the age of 40 that you even followed your dream, because there was a video on YouTube that I saw that broke down how we should look at life, preparing for life. And it was saying, it was a little short, and it said for in your 20s, that's when you're getting your skills, learning new skills. In your 30s, refining those skills. And when you're in your 40s, you should be an expert at something that you can educate or monetize pretty much for yourself, work for yourself, and teach somebody else that. So I find it interesting that you figured out your plan, your purpose for life, and just stepped out on faith. Because I'm going to call it stepping out on faith. I'm a faith walker here. I believe in the higher power. But he stepped out on faith and followed his passion. And that's what it's all about. All right, last question. If you was to say... Is it Listen, I'm like, this was good. I feel like I got some good insight that some people might have never known about Mr. Phil Steward. Okay, so... what would you say, because a lot of times they say people that are successful have a daily routine, whether it's getting up, making your bed as soon as you get up, looking at motivational video, reading a book every day. What is your secret routine or method to success that keeps you on track?
Sure. I don't have a daily routine, but I do have a weekly, in a sense. Like every Sunday, go to church, but every Sunday I look at new roles. So I apply for new roles every Sunday. It's like my ritual that I do every Sunday. So I belong to a bunch of websites that help me get roles. I have an agent. There's like a lot of stuff that I do. So I do a lot of that legwork as an actor on Sundays. Some actors do it every single day. I was too busy to do it every day, so I do it on Sundays. Another thing I do, I try to prioritize my day as far as like the hardest things first, and then after that, then I'm smoothing, working on smooth sales after that. But so it's more of a methodology than it is a system or a routine that I have. I have clients that meet me from 9 a.m. all the way down to 6, 7, 8 p.m. So I have to kind of fit things within my schedule. But one thing I do is I live by my schedule. So you have a link to my, well, you don't have a link. We did it through
No,
the
I have the
phone.
card.
But I
I
do
got a
have
card.
a schedule on my website and on my
Okay.
email signature and everything. So whenever anyone wants to deal with me, usually they book time in my calendar.
Okay.
So that helps me to like really make sure my alerts are good and I don't miss anything. I'm not double booking myself and all
Yeah.
that. So that's really important. And then Marcus, my buddy, whose office we're in, he'll let you know that I'm really good with keeping up with things. So I have a whole schedule for what I do with acting. I have, what I'm making with Anointed Ads. That's the name of my company. So I'm really I leverage technology to make my life easier.
Oh, I would say
Yeah,
that's a whole separate
yeah.
show because
Mm-hmm.
in this day and time, I'm not even gonna go in it too big. But if you're paying attention, technology is the current state of the world.
Yeah.
So you need to learn it. Don't avoid it. Stop
Mm-hmm.
being afraid of it. This is in every industry. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Um,
I am
so
like a Google evangelist. I love everything related to Google. Google Sheets, Google Word, the Word document thing that they have, the PowerPoint thing they have. I use all Google stuff.
I'm a Google girl too. A lot of people they still stuck on Zoom. I'm a Google Meet girl
Yeah, Google
too
Meet,
because it
everything.
automatically. For those that don't know, since he
Mm-hmm.
brought it up,
Yep.
but those that don't know, with Google Meet, that's almost like Zoom where you do the video
Yep.
recording sessions to meet with people, but it automatically saves the video to your Google Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and that is something that I think is amazing. If you have a Google account, everything syncs. So much stuff. That's a whole separate show. I'm gonna do a whole Google special one day and just go through all the things you can do for free that you don't even have to
That's
go to
awesome.
another company.
Your
Like,
voice, everything.
listen, I'm not even gonna give all the secrets because I can't be having everybody take your thing and take my thing. We gonna put it out there at a separate date. Okay, so how do people get in contact with you if they want to get
Sure.
a website? Do you do coaching for acting, or is that
I
not your
don't do
thing?
acting coaching.
I was just checking. I just put it out there.
I'll take some if you give me some
Listen,
advice.
listen. All right. So, how do people get in contact with you and for the services? So let them know.
Sure. So if you want to contact me, the best way is my website, anointedads.com. So you can get my phone number. Everything is on there. All the social media is all under Anointed Ads. But as an actor, everything's under Mr. Philip Steward. So Google, Instagram, Facebook is all under Mr. Philip Steward.
So is that one L?
2 L's.
2 L's.
Yeah.
PHILLIP, Steward with a D.
Yep.
And Mr. Philip Steward, that's what you're going to find on the website. And then, on social media, and anointedads.com is the website. So thank you so much for